What up, YouTube? G4 Lady here once again, back with another video for you guys. And today's topic is going to be a personal vlog. I thought I shared this story with you guys, but when I looked over my playlist on my YouTube, I haven't shared this story with you guys. And I could have sworn I told you guys this, but I haven't. So I'm going to tell you guys now. It's my catfish story. Yes, I got catfished before. I know a lot of you thinking, how does that happen? There's Skype, there's this, that. How does that even happen? But you know, it can happen to anybody. Let me just say that shit. It can happen to anybody. But this happened when I was the summer of, I want to say the summer of 2008. I want to say I just finished my junior year of high school. I was becoming a senior. So this was before Skype was even hot like that. People didn't have Skype as available as it is now, you know, back in the day. But I had met this girl on MySpace. Me and her had went to the same school, but we never seen each other. You know how the school's so big, but you done crossed paths with this person before, but you just never noticed them. So we started talking on MySpace. That's how you know this story old as fuck, though. MySpace, nigga. But yeah, we was talking on there. We got along really well. At first she was dating someone else. She was dating this one nigga. And I was single as fuck. So I was her friend pretty much, and I would always give her relationship advice on what to do, because he wasn't treating her right and shit. So I would always give her relationship advice. And then finally, she had enough with the dude, and they broke up. So since she's single and I was single, we had this friendship where we ain't see each other. We were just talking online, but it became more than a friendship, where we started seeing each other as more than friends. So we started talking more frequently, talking on MySpace, talking on AIM. That's like, I see it, this story is old as fuck. AIM. But yeah, we was talking on AIM as well. And like I said, we began texting and shit. And I knew what she looked like. Like I said, she had plenty of pictures on her MySpace, and the pictures were nice. She looked really beautiful. I mean, had this unique color of eyes, green eyes. Like, it was very unique. She had eyes that changed, the eye color that changed. It was very unique. She had a pretty smile as well. Like, she was this really pretty, unique looking girl. Like, I was really feeling how she looked. She looked really cute via photos. And finally, my senior year started of high school, and I was like, yo, I'm ready to meet this chick, you know? I am ready to meet this girl. So, we made plans to meet up, and I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be the first time we meeting up. Technically, by this time, we was already dating, you know, but we hadn't seen each other yet. So we made plans to see each other, and I went up there, and then she decides, oh, I'm not ready to meet you just yet. I'm like, you ain't ready to meet me just yet? What the fuck? I go to the spot we were supposed to be meeting at, you know, and she just tells me she was there, but she left, you know. That was already a little bit suspicious to me. I'm like, okay, she kind of put that shit off. We've been talking for months and months now, you know. Why is she doing this all of a sudden? And then finally I was like, yo, I'm tired of just texting and shit. I really want to meet you. And she agreed. It was time for us to meet. And I went up there. We were supposed to meet at the store, Myers. I don't know if y'all got that store, but we met up at Myers. And she texted me and said she was standing in front with the cash registers and shit. I'm like, okay. And I look yonder and shit. I'm looking, I'm like, who is this girl? All I see is a old lady, a few niggas, and a really, really chunky girl. And I'm like, yo, I don't see you. I don't see you. So I texted, I'm like, yo, I don't see you. When I texted her, the really, really big girl checked her phone again. And I was like, I mean, okay, I'm getting, at this point, I'm getting worried now. I'm like, okay, this is a coincidence. This is not the same girl. This can't be. So I decided I was gonna call. I called, and the chunky girl yonder, answered the phone. And she was like, I'm standing right here. I'm standing right in the front. And I just looked. I paused. I froze. I was like, oh. You here? She like, yeah. She like, you don't see me? I'm like, no. And then something, I don't know what got into me, but I hung up the phone. And I just turned around and ran. I don't know why I'm running, but I'm running. I'm running like this Jurassic Park and some velociraptors are on my ass. I just run, nigga. I'm running. I run out the Myers. I'm running down the parking lot. My mind is blank. I don't know how to feel. All I'm thinking about is, yo, this girl is like 3 of me, cuz. Like, this girl is like 3 of me. Cause, you know, at the time, I was super small at the time. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And I'm just running. Let me say a disclaimer. Not my proudest moment. I am not proud of this shit. But I ran. And before I knew it, nigga, I had ran 2 miles. I'm 2 miles away from, fucking Myers at this point. And I'm like, God damn, I ran that far. Like, something inside me just made me run. And then finally, I caught my breath. I calmed down. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I seen your photos. You don't look like your photos, cuz. I mean, it's the same person. But what she did was she took them strategic camera angles. Let me show you what I'm talking about. When a girl take a picture like this, like when you can hold the camera up like this, that's to cover up the double chin. These them strategic angles. Or that picture like this where they hold it up like this, they do that strategic photo shoot. And she had all kinds of filters. I went back and looked at the pictures. I was like, yo, none of her pictures don't have filters on them. They all edited pictures. And I was like, yo. The term catfish haven't even been invented yet. I was like, yo, I've been tricked. I've been duped. You know, and finally she said, where you at? And I told her, oh, I had to go. It was an emergency. Then I went home and I just thought about the shit, man. I just thought about it. I was like, yo. I feel deceived, man. Your photo said you was a dime piece. reality ain't saying the same shit, cuz I was kind of upset, but then I really thought about it. I'm like, yo, this girl is really nice. You know, finally when logic caught on, logic, I was like, okay, this girl is really nice. She's really sweet, and and in the end, looks don't matter that much to me in the end. I mean, yes, I was caught off guard. Yes, I ran 2 miles away from her. I mean, but, when logic kicks in, I realized it wasn't a big deal. She was a really sweet girl, and I really liked her. And I decided, let me just give her a chance. And we ended up dating, and she ended up being one of the best girls I ever dated. One of the best girlfriends I ever had. She was cool as fuck. And not to mention, as she got older, she got more good looking. You know how when you young in high school and shit, you look one way, but as you get older and when you get out of high school, they just look so good. After high school, she was fine as fuck, nigga. Like, I was highly upset that she got so attractive after me and her broke up, because I kind of fucked up in the relationship, and like I said, it didn't last. It didn't last because I fucked it up, but still to this day, one of the best girls I ever dated. She ended up being pretty, and she ended up being pretty later on in life. She had that ugly duckling syndrome, and she turned into a beautiful fucking swan later in life. So I guess it all worked out. But the moral of this story is, though, that I want to convey, now, don't trust these pictures, man. Don't trust pictures. Pictures fucking lie. Pictures fucking lie. If you ever notice a girl picture where she take all her pictures in angles, nigga, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. You can't get a good look on how a girl is unless somebody else takes her photo. Look for tagged photos, nigga. Not the photo she took, but look for tagged photos. Cause that's the real her. That's the real guy. That's the real girl. If you haven't seen them before, check they tagged photos. Never look at the pictures they take, because they can paint the picture however they want. They can look however they want when they take it, but the reality is when somebody else take it. So, like I said, don't trust these pictures out here. But yeah, man, that's my story. That's my story. I got tricked but I ended up giving her a chance anyway. Good experience, bad experience, but I had to share this story with you guys. Anyways, you can hit me down in the comments down below. Tell me if you ever had any experiences like that where you ever catfished before. Subscribe to my channel for more discussions like this one, more vlogs like this one. G4 here signing off, and thank you guys for watching.